Hey, what's up guys? PK here. Welcome to another episode of Surf Fishing. And we are at Seal Rock / Ona Beach. We fished the outgoing tide. And let me show you my rig. Today I'm using something different. It's a test I'm doing. That is the power bait power worms. These guys right here. These are the star of the day. They're 7-inch. What I'm doing is just cutting off the chartreuse tail. Throw that away. Well, you don't have to throw it away, maybe feed it to your cat. But I'm cutting off the chartreuse tail, and half of the body is going to look like that. I got both on. And these work really well to my surprise. I caught some really big perch today. And let me show you the catch. That's it right there. That's 10. So the tide is coming back up. We're gonna call it a day. And that's about it. Make sure you give these guys a shot. They work pretty good. I like them more than the sandworms, to be honest, because they stay on the hook really well. They don't come off very easily. The sandworm, they do still come off, of course, but these are a lot more tougher. All right, enjoy the show. Thank you. Seems like some people were having trouble how I tie my surf rig, so I'm gonna go over it really quick. Okay, it's quite simple. I use 40-pound braid, that's the main line, and 20-pound mono. I have probably about 5 to 6 feet of 20-pound mono, all right? You're going to attach that with the main line, okay? Now there's two ways. You could use a double uni knot. The other way is if you want to use a swivel, okay? Attach this to the swivel and the leader to the swivel. So those are the two ways. And of course, if your main line is mono already, you don't need a swivel, all right? So it's up to you. People say, does the line gonna twist? Yeah, it's gonna twist, but not to a point where it's a big issue. At least I haven't noticed it. All right, so number one, you're gonna start with that line it up like that, and you're gonna tie a double uni knot. And I'm gonna go over this really quick, just so you'll see how I tie it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go 7 times. Wet it. Okay. So that's for the braid. Now for your leader. Again, I'm just gonna do this really quick. 1. I can edit that out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Tighten the mono a little bit. Grab the tag end and the main line. Wet it. You always want to make sure you wet it when you're tying mono, just to reduce any friction and heat. Okay, so that's your first uni knot, and that's your second uni knot. Basically, you want to pull them together. Make sure you wet it thoroughly. Don't pull it too fast, because it's going to create heat and it's going to warp your line, your mono. It's going to come together just like that. Okay? You don't have to tighten it really hard, because braid is pretty sharp. It'll cut your hand. The first cast is going to tighten it by itself. Cut off the tag end. When you cut off the tag end, you want to make sure it's at least, I'd say, about 1/2 inch, like that. Leave about 1/2 inch. The braid, probably about 1/4 inch. The reason you want to leave a long mono like that, because that's going to catch a seaweed right there. It's going to catch a lot of seaweed. So about roughly probably 1 foot down. All right, grab your mono, come together, like that, and then you're simply going to tie 3 times a double overhand knot. 1, 2, 3, just like that, and then tighten it up. Tighten that sucker up, just like that. All right. So there is your first hook. See how short that is? That's probably about no more than 2 inches. You don't want to make it too long. When this is too long, it's going to have a better chance of tangling, and you don't want that, obviously. Just like that. Another foot down, same thing. Double it. 1, 2, 3. So that was about a overhand knot about 3 times. Wet it, get it really nice and tight. Right there. So there's 1, and then there's your bottom hook. All right, so about, I would say, 2 to 2.5 feet down, it's your last knot, it's your last loop. That's gonna be your sinker. Exact same thing. Double it. 1, 2, 3. Tighten it up. There's your last loop. Cut that sucker up. So that's it. All right, there's your knot to your main line. First hook, about a foot later, another hook, and about 2.5 feet later, your last loop. And that's about it. This one you want to hook up your sinker. Let me show that. Okay. So there is the first, your first hook. You're simply gonna make a point with that loop. Now this is a number 2 hook, so a number 4 hook and number 6 hook, if you're using those, they're gonna be a little bit more challenging to fit that loop through that eye. Okay, that's a pretty small eye, but a number 2 shouldn't be a big issue. Okay, it's gonna go through the eye like that, and you're gonna pass your hook right through that hole. Right there, that's it. If you make this loop too short, this leader too short, it's not gonna be able to go over the hook, so just be aware of that. You want this leader to be just a little bit longer than the hook, and that's about it right there. Okay, so we're gonna do the second hook. The reason this works really well is you can change hook on the fly. It's pretty nice rig. Okay, there's your second hook. Loop through the eye. Pass the hook through that loop. Pull it tight. And there's your second hook. Okay, there it is. Your last loop, that's gonna be your sinker. Your sinker, if you're using a disc sinker like I am, most sinkers have an eye already. So you just pass the loop the same way you do the hook, pass it right through that. That's a 2 ounce. Pass it right through the eye, just like that, pull it over. That's it. And there it is. Right. Oh, fish on. Moved to a new spot. And I got one on. Probably a single. I wasn't getting no bites over there, so I moved about 100 feet to my right. And I got a fish. First fish of the day. Feels like a single, maybe even a silver perch. Let's see what he is. What is he? Come on, buddy. Yeah, it's a silver. Oh no, it's a red tail. My bad. Little red tail right there. Pretty decent size. He took the sandworm and set it a rooster tail. Again, I am doing the rooster tail as a test, but he didn't take it. Okay, he's a little guy. Probably about 8 inches right there. Gonna let him go. There she goes. Let's get a bigger one. First fish of the day. Oh, there's one. There's one. Little one. I'm gonna leave it out there a little bit. Maybe another one was gonna take it. Maybe. Definitely a little guy, just by the way he's shaking his head. Oh, there's another one. Wait. Felt like there's another one that got on it. We'll see. Definitely a small one. Oh, he's not bad. Right there. Hey, he's not bad at all. He took the sandworm at the top. No, he didn't take the sandworm. He took the Berkeley power bait. I'm gonna keep him. He took the power bait at the top. I was using a 7-inch power bait and I cut off the tail. I actually cut it in half. So, okay guys, look at all the sand fleas, the sand crabs right there on the ground. There's thousands of them. One right here just went under. Right there. There they are. If you can somehow find a way to bait these, they work pretty good. And you can just kind of dig in the sand and usually find them like that. There's one more right there. Right there, these guys, they work pretty good for bait. Let's dig in. Oh, there's one more. Right there. There he is. That's what a perch love. Oh man, that's a massive hit. Holy snap. Woo! Fish on. Man. That's one of the hardest hit I ever had this year. Jeez. See that shake in the rod? Wow. It wasn't very long after it landed. Massive hit. Probably a double, I'm guessing. Holy cow. Back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. Wonder what he is. There he is. They're trying to run. Let that wave bring it in. Let the wave help bring it in. Feels like a really solid one. Really solid one. He is. Woo! That's a humongous. A double. A double. Look at the size of that, guys. Holy snap. He took the Berkeley power bait and the other one took the rooster tail. Right there. Okay, I'm gonna walk back. These guys are huge. So far, this might be the biggest perch for me this year. Oh my Lord. Holy snap. When I got a double, I really had a double. Right there. Wow. I would say about 1.2, maybe 1.4 right there in the last one. 1.79. 1.79 right there. Oh, there it is. There it is, just like that. You move that power bait, move that gulp a little bit, make it look like it's alive, and they hammer that. Feels like a single. He's coming in slowly. He's cooperating. Looks like a silver. Pretty good size for a silver. Holy snap. Well, we don't want him. He took the power bait again. There he goes. Let's get the bigger boys. There it is, there it is. Whoa, yeah. Look at him shake his head. Another solid one. Not a double though, but a good sized one. The bite is pretty steady. There he is, good size. Probably about 1 pound. Right there. Yeah, about a pound. Probably about, I would say 11 inches. I don't have my bag, so I'm gonna go back. Whoa. Hit, there it is. Hit, fish on. Fish on. Gonna leave it out there. Hopefully another one takes it. There we go. There we go, that's better. Felt that hard shake. Oh, it's a double. Sometimes my trick is I leave it out there. When they take it, that gives it another chance for his buddies to take the other bait. Feels nice. There's the first one. He took the gulp, sorry, not the gulp, the Berkeley. And a double. Double. That's a double of the day. The back one's a little small. Right there. Right there, double. Back one's a little small, so we're gonna, actually I'm gonna keep them today. There it is. Wow, that was a hit. Fish on. That was a good hit. I hope he is as big as the bite. Gonna leave it out there a little bit. Maybe his buddy will pick it up, get another double. Yeah, it feels like a single. I can see the flash in the water and a red tail. Good size, right there. Good color to him right there. Once again, he took the power bait. There it is. Nope. Oh yeah, got it. Got it. Gonna leave it out. Leave it out there. Maybe his buddies will take it too. Okay, that's a good shake. That's a good shake. There it is. Feels like a double. I hope his buddies took it. Let's leave it out there. You know, they're gonna fight. He's gonna toss that lure around and his other buddy's gonna see it. And then, most likely, you get a double. Let's see what he is. See what he is. It's got a good shake to it. If it's a single, it's a pretty big one. Come on, buddy. Nah, it's a single. It's a huge single. Woo! He took the power bait. There it is. Took the power bait. Awesome. Right there. Good size. Good size. Power bait right there. See that? That's a green power bait. Awesome.